All praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, RECHAKWADASH, the honors to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone, and a sincere shalom to the Akin that's out there pushing the sincerity and the truth and the sound doctrine. This is going to be a really quick video on being thankful, okay? Being thankful for pretty much whatever it is you got, man. You know, you got to be thankful, man. There's a lot of Jake, in our camps, in the truth, that's not thankful. You know, what I mean by that is you see them start to do too much. You see them start to get themselves in situations that they know that they can't handle. But pride and arrogance that most men got that us men got, you know, uh it gets in the way of, judgment. It clouds your judgment. Okay. And it makes you unthankful. It makes you unappreciative, ungrateful, right? So then you start trying to do too much. When all in all, what you should be doing is praying to the Lord and giving thanks to everything that you got so far, right? Number one, be thankful that he even um it chose you, you know, to have his name. Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. That's one thing that you should be most definitely grateful for. That should be above everything else, man. Granted, we in this flesh and we're gonna go off, right? But again, this is the point of videos, man. And let's go for myself too. About just being grateful for what you got, man. But number one, knowing the name Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, that he you out of look, man. There's so many Israelites on this planet. It's immeasurable amount of Israelites on this planet. But he chose you, right? He picked you to not chose, but he called you to know his name. Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. He picked you to know his name. Is that not good enough? Right? But I'm just saying because I see a lot of Jake that's just ungrateful, man. Like I said, then you start seeing them do too much, right? Uh, part of being grateful is being grateful for a gift that you may have, man. You know what I'm saying? And build on that gift. You can't be trying to, if you, for example, if you're not super sharp on breaking down scriptures, you know, um, because what some of the sharpest guys then fell out, right? But if you're not super sharp on breaking down scriptures, but you sharp in another department, build on that department. You know what I'm saying? You could try to, focus on a little bit of that too. If you lack it in that, that's fine. But when you try to do too much, and then when you start doing too much, it'll start showing, right? You'll start saying stupid things. You'll start breaking down scriptures wrong, and you start trying to go too deep, and it doesn't have to be like that, right? Because you're ungrateful for the gift that you have. Okay? I've seen brothers in the past try to do videos um that's not even in their department, and it's just like, what is this? Then they realize, okay, let me switch back to the videos that I was doing, right? And because they were trying to do too much, right? They were trying to just do way too much, and it only messes you up. So I'm gonna just get this quick scripture, Matthew chapter 6 verse 11. Okay, give us this day, give us this day our daily bread. Okay, and I'm gonna stop right there because this is the average, the regular, the Lord's prayer. What's in there is this: give us this day our daily bread. Right. So part of the daily bread nourishes you. Okay, so part of the daily bread would be whatever gift you got, right? We already know is money. Okay, we already know that. That's all that all comes with it. That's all, part of it. Um, whatever, pretty much whatever nourishes you, man. You know, I know brothers, talk about wives a lot, stuff like that. If the Lord don't want you to have another wife right now, don't worry about that, man. You know, be grateful for whatever it is you got. Okay. I hear an awful lot of brothers talk about them wives, man. And like I said, if the Lord don't want you to have another wife, then it ain't gonna work. Because if you try to force it, it ain't gonna work. All right. So just be grateful for whatever it is you got, man. Okay. Just be humble. Just be grateful. Stop trying to do so much. Right. Like I said, at camp, we see a lot of Jake, in different camps. And, and we could peep out, whatever camp, has that issue, right? I think all camps really have that issue. You always got one bro that always got to do too much, right? Instead of just relax, okay? Relax a little bit, right? I can't stress this out enough, man. Just relax a little bit, right? And just let it flow. And you'll realize, you see, a lot of Jake that complain about the truth being hard, yeah, it can't, because a lot of times, y'all, you make it hard, man. You make it harder than what it already has to be. Being in this thing is hard enough because you're awakened to the BS that you see, that's out here. And then now you gotta see this stuff, man. So just that alone is hard enough, right? Constantly fighting off demons. That's hard. That's hard in itself. And that ungratefulness, that's pretty much a demon in itself, man. Right? So you'll notice if you stop trying to do so much, right, and you just relax a little bit, just take it down a couple dials, man. Right? Just dial it down a little bit, right? You'll see how how much smoother your walk can get, right? Instead of you trying to do so much. Okay, stop trying to be over righteous, because that's another thing that it could be over righteousness. You got to be careful. Okay, you got to be really, really, really careful, and this is where prayer comes in, because the Lord is a just balance. Okay, that scale. He is the just balance, man. And the only way you're going to get that just balance is if you pray to the Lord, Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI. Colossians chapter 3, verse 15. And let the peace of Yahawah rule in your hearts, right? Your spirits. It says, um, to the which also ye are called in one body, and be ye thankful. Okay, it says be ye thankful. Okay, let the word of Yahawah, right, dwell in you richly. Okay, in all wisdom, teaching and admonishing one another in psalms and hymns and in spiritual songs, singing with the grace in your hearts, right, to the Lord. And whatsoever ye do in the Salakia, and whatsoever ye do in word or deed, do all in the name of the Lord Yahawah Shai, Yahawah BAHASHAM Yahweh Shai. Okay, giving thanks to Yahawah and the Father by him. Okay, so you see that, all right? Or giving thanks to God and the Father, because that God could also be taught about Yahawah Shai as well. Okay, because God is just means power. Okay, the Father, when you talk about God in all caps, which it doesn't really you really do in the New Testament, right? But that's Yahawah. Okay, so uh you think of Yahawah Shai and everybody keeps up, oh God and Jesus, no, because Yahawah Shai is a God too, man. Okay. Anyway, um, let's see here. So it says giving all thanks, man. Okay, you ever heard of Thanksgiving? That Thanksgiving should be every single day with us, man. Being thankful for what we got. Being it's a word that I've been trying to think of and I cannot think about it, but pretty much being satisfied for for whatever you got, man. Because if the Lord wants you to move up a level and move up a notch, then that's what it's gonna be. But every person is different, man. That's why I can't get, we can't get down with this equality thing. Nobody's equal on this planet, man. Okay? Nobody is equal. We talk about man and woman being equal. Men and men aren't equal. Women and women aren't equal. All right? This is why you have a man like certain women. You have women like certain men, right? Because we're all different, right? So anyway, first Thessalonians chapter 5 verse 18. And everything give thanks. Yes, you know what that everything is. Yes, even our slavery that the Lord put us through, man. You know we have to thank him for that, because for the Lord to put us through, and put still to this day putting us through what he's putting us through, meaning it only means that, like for example, Baruch 4 and 6, it said pretty much he didn't put us through this captivity, for our destruction. So it's not for our complete annihilation. Okay, it's not just to wipe us out and just completely destroy us. No, it's a punishment. Like you punish some people didn't really have their parents, in their lives, and it is what it is. But like a child being punished by their parents because their parents is trying to look out for their soul, right? That's all this goes back to. Okay, so in everything, give thanks, for this is the will of Yahawah in Yahawashai, okay, concerning you. Okay, so in everything, yeah, when the Lord put you through things, you're going through a little bit of hell, right? Thank the Lord. Thank the Lord for it. And then you pray, because the Lord is not going to give you something that you can't handle. The scriptures say that. The Lord ain't going to give you something that you can't handle. Just know deep in your spirit that, yes, you can handle it, right? There have been times where the Lord threw tests at me, and I ain't going to lie, man, I caved in. But you know what? I prayed to him. I picked myself up. So, let me go try this again, man. Let me go try this again. But that's what you got to do. You just got to pick yourself up, man. You caved in, man. I caved in, right? I gave in. But then pick yourself up, and you go retry it. It's all to make you stronger. See, or like when you get God on, you get broken down. You get shamed, okay? And then what happens? Reprove, shame, rebuke, right? Meaning like you getting on them, and then you exhort, like the scriptures say, reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering. I mean, exhort with all long suffering. Why do you think it's in that order? Right? So the Lord breaks you down, he rebukes you, right? He shames you, he rebukes you, and then he exhorts you. Kind of like muscles, when you work out, it gets broken. They get broken down. This is where you get the soreness from. Then what happens? They get so-called exhorted, right? Then so you start building, right? So that's pretty much all I got on this, man. Just be grateful for whatever it is you got, man. Mainly knowing the name Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. He called you out of all Jake, right? Out of all Israel, to know his name. I mean, think about that for a second, man. I mean, out of all people, just on your block alone, it could have been your neighbor and not you, right? I mean, your family. It could have been your father or your mother and not you. But he called you. For you parents out there, it could have been your son, your daughter, even, and not you. So that you got to really be grateful for whatever it is you got, man. Stop trying to, you got a lot of Jake out there just trying to do too much, man. And then that's when they got all these complaints. Yeah, man, I got this problem. Yeah, I got that problem. This problem, that problem. Yeah, man, being in this truth, man, it's hard, man. It's hard. Yeah, but you're making it harder than what it gotta be. Because you just doing too much, because you got too much pride, man. That's really all it goes back to, man. When you ungrateful like that, because you think you can do better without the Lord, man. And it's the Lord who exalts. And if the Lord wants you to do better, then He'll have you do better. But if not, then you stay where you at, man. Stay in your damn lane. That might be the title of this video. Stay in your lane. It was going to be just be grateful, but I might just say have it to where stay in your lane. Stay in your lane, right? And just keep going. Just keep going. Don't fix something that ain't broken. Okay. So anyway, giving all praise, honor, glory to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, Shalom.